What we try to do is to bring the blossoming part to the pride of a peacock.
My name is Otto Plesner, and I work as an artistic director for Plug live shows. For this project, we got the assignment to create the event for the 125th anniversary of a larger company. And as the main concept and red thread throughout this whole evening, we were using the idea of we age not by years, but by stories. And each show that we were making was one of the values of this company and one of those stories that we would tell. And one of the stories that we're talking about today is the story of passion. For this show, I was responsible for writing the script, meaning that I were binding together the different elements around the story that we were creating. But my main focus was on the performance part of it, meaning that I was deeply involved with the choreography and ensuring that all the performance in that show would come together. We wanted to really let the audience into the intricate feeling it is to see someone's passion unfold. And how can we make that connection? And something that came to us was the idea of pride, because there's a lot of pride in passion and strength and power. And something that symbolizes that is the peacock.
My name is Dave. I'm a creative producer at Plug live shows. And for this project, I was, amongst others, responsible for the stage props. We were asked to create an element of blossoming. So what we try to do is to bring the blossoming part to the pride of a peacock. So how does a peacock blossom? I watched a lot of videos about peacocks, and we noticed that there are two movements in the movement of a peacock. It's up and a spread. So that's what we try to recreate in the motion for this stage prop.
We were looking for dancers for our show, and we found this amazingly talented person by the name of Ahmed Yude. He was a stateless refugee from Syria who eventually moved to Holland and started dancing for the Dutch National Ballet. And he had a lot of hardships to overcome in order to take that journey.
I came to this world out of love. I was kept in the dark until I found the light within.
When we were working in the studio, we were also realizing that passion is really about being together, and it's about that whole environment around you. It's also what really allows you to blossom. The climax of the show was not anymore about the individual, it was about that togetherness. And in order to really do that, we felt that using the peacock as the main element for our climax was so much stronger.
Well, there were a lot of makers involved in creating this. It was fully engineered, of course. Several parties had drawings of it. It was decorated, it was welded, it was laser jet cutted. I think it's put together pretty well, and it's a truly piece of art standing on stage in the end.
When we introduced the peacock as the climax of the show, it represented a couple of challenges for us. One of the main challenges also became about the timing. When do we open the peacock? How do we open it? How long does it take? And how does it not steal from the moment, but how does it rather emphasize all that is that moment?
The challenges for this the stage prop and the peacock were especially dimensions. It was a big thing, it's a heavy thing, 450 kilos. That was both regarding transport, but also for changeovers. Next to that, the pneumatic system. We needed 10 seconds to get it up, the flowers, in the end. And did the air system manage that, to do that twice in a show? With all parties, we solved all those issues and questions, and we made the best out of the prop possible. And I can imagine that from a crowd or audience perspective, they don't know what the challenges were. It all vanished at that point, and that's what makes show making so incredible.
In the end, this show is also really about inspiring others to believe that they themselves have the strength, the power to follow and pursue their passion, and that everyone has the potential to blossom.